Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a couple months, and I need to upload because I need attention. So, I beat the Rift, 100%, because I am so very lonely, and needed something better to do than sit in my room and cry. The Rift itself is an inverted version of the lobby. There's a version of every single NPC. So, your first quest when you get into the Rift is to craft a Crux talisman, which you get by killing shy Cruxes. Next mechanic we're gonna go over is one of the most painful ones, which is time charms. Alright, so, since I'm an idiot, I didn't record the first little bit of this Rift thing, so I'm just gonna go quickly over what I did during the time I wasn't recording. So, the only point of the first area is to get you acquainted with the mechanics of the Rift, like Rift Time, Enigma Souls, and cat pieces. Yes, cat piece. It also gives you beginner gear, like armor, your first weapon, and the pet. The next zone teaches you how to upgrade gear. You also get to make a boat for some reason. So to make the barn time charm, I just had to farm some stuff. First thing I had to get was Berberus, which of the recipe was the most tedious. 99% of the footage was me just farming Berberus. Then I killed chickens, got some hallucinogens, and then Berberus again. Then whacked a stick. Boom, time charm acquired. Now, technically, this part of the Rift isn't done yet. I still needed to upgrade my talisman and then place the time charm. Next, I killed an eye. Now, something that makes absolutely no sense is this thing called intangibility, which, I kid you not, doesn't exist. I spent 30 minutes, which I recorded, going onto the wiki and a whole bunch of other stuff, trying to figure out what intangibility was so that I could actually enter the living cave from the side that I needed to be. Nope, it doesn't exist. Thank you, hypixel. This is the Rift Mirrorverse, which is needed for a time charm, and literally all it is a series of puzzles, which all in all were actually kind of fun. This area was also very tedious, but I just skipped it. This is the dance room. I don't like the dance room. Decided I had enough of the Rift Mirrorverse for a little while, and just decided to exit. Then went back to farming. Okay, I'm breaking character here for a little while, and I'm gonna get real. This project took an absurd amount of time, like, beginning of 2025 amount of time, and I honestly was not expecting it to take that long. And something that Skyblock kinda did for me, this is gonna sound super weird, but it just destroyed my motivation for anything. Like, even booting up OBS, it just destroyed motivation. I don't know why. So, yeah, that's the mid-video rant. Then I managed to convince some loser to help me with the dance room. I don't know why they agreed to it, though.
You were the clock that was ticking in my home. Change my state of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Love so hard to find.
we got him.
Then I upgraded my talisman again, got some more armor, upgraded my talisman again, and then got some more armor, and then got a soul. This is the area I was talking about, the living metal cave. So another pain in the ass about skyblock is this thing called backd, or basti, or baked, however you say it, doesn't matter. You have to beat him like 7 different times. That's probably wrong, but you get the point. In order to like fully beat the game, you can't solo him. Like, I'm very sure you can solo him, but I couldn't at the stage that I was at, and it took an absurd amount of time, man. Speaking of areas that made me want to kill myself, this area is no exception. Literally, all it was is insanely difficult parkour that literally made me want to break my computer. I'm not even exaggerating. It took like 2 hours. That part of the recording was 2 hours long. So a strange little thing about me is, the longer it takes for me to do something, the less motivated I get to do that thing, and it's taken over like 8 months to do this, and every time I tried working on it, all the progress just seemed so minimal each time I did work on it. So, there's my lazy explanation. Also, the Stilgore Chateau sucks, and I hate it, and it sucks. Also, remember the boat that I was talking about earlier? That's what this guy does. He just uses the boat. It's not really a boat if you think about it. Functionally, the Rift Mountaintop is the very last part of the Rift, and the first thing I do is enter the Time Chamber. For context, the Time Chamber is a location at the, Rift Mountaintop that is used to fight the Sun Gecko. The Sun Gecko provides Sun Gecko Essence, which gives you cool upgrades.
That's why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong?
Fuck you, I'm breaking character again. So, one of the things that happened while I was doing this project that heavily demotivated me was the friends that I've had since I started this channel, like the friends that I hung out the most with, decided to, not be my friends anymore. Yeah, I'm coping really hard about not uploading. Chambers that I were entering and exiting relatively quickly at the end of the rift was a combination of all of the challenges that I have seen throughout the rift itself. Another major part of the rift is something called wizard armor. You get one fragment of wizard armor every single time you beat one of the wizard man's challenges. All you need in order for each wizard armor piece is 4 fragments. Next challenge I chose was the temporal race, where you have to beat the wizard man 4 times in a race. And this right here is the final scene. So, sit back, relax. Fuck you, I'm not doing a voiceover for this man.